in these games. Your one player in that situation has to go and make a play to beat the other player. It's a one-on-one matchup. Somebody's got to win. If Lockett wants to win that, he's got to find a way to be more aggressive with the ball and protect trying to catch the ball so that when it gets there, nobody can go through and get it. And that's exactly what Butler did. That was it. Well, I've also heard the point of Steve Young and Trent Dilfer, both of them after the game, kind of put it on Russell Wilson as a bad located ball. That in that situation, Steve Young said, you have to see that guy because Wilson was, as soon as the ball snapped, Wilson never took his eyes off that. And Steve Young was saying, you've got to see that flash of color and know that that guy's coming and put it back shoulder. He's like, where did he put it?
Or put it down low.
Well, and then Trent Dilfer said that he threw it in a bad location, that it needed to be up closer to the chin strap where the guy catches it in towards his body. So I thought that was interesting that both these guys are both Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, and Young's a Hall of Famer, talking about the location of the ball and that Wilson just made a bad pass. It was a bad route, whatever you want to call it. But it's interesting to look at that on a second down call, hearing their explanation, feeling like that's a call that I think he would have made in any situation, in any game, 10 times out of 10 that they would have called that play against that personnel that the Patriots put on the field. With the thinking being on second down, if they had stopped Lynch on that second down run, they get one more shot at the end zone.
Yeah, you got to call
because they call their timeout. That'd be it. You get one shot after that. Obviously, it doesn't matter in the end, but it's an interesting debate. It seems like if you're hoping Seattle wins, it's the worst play call in the history of Earth. If you're hoping New England wins, it's a great play by Butler, which it was. All right, plenty of calls to get into, your tweets as well. It's Matt Scott here. It's your Monday. Welcome to it. It is episode 488. We'll get your calls next here. Jocks, 94.5, JocksFM.com.
Pop quiz.
What do you do when the fundamental of football is threatened because of hidden agendas? What do you do?
You listen to Matt and Scott on Jocks 94.5 and JocksFM.com.
Coming on Tuesday's opening drive, we'll talk Crimson Tide hoops with Brian Patrick at 9. Plus, we'll talk recruiting. He gets the latest kiss when it comes to National Sign Day. It's all the Tuesday opening drive on Jocks 94.5.
Scott Show. You heard the Mouth of Therapy South with us. Now starting on Mondays at 7:15. The Therapy South is a lot bigger than just one big mouth. For example, if you live out in the Chelsea area, stop by their Therapy South clinic and meet Robbie Head. Robbie's been with Therapy South for 3 years, and he's got a real passion for working with patients while helping them reach the goals they've set for themselves. To learn more or to find the closest Therapy South to you, simply visit therapysouth.net. That's therapysouth.net. Therapy South, keeping you in the game.
Celebrate your love this Valentine's Day by surprising her with a beautiful piece of jewelry from Diamond. We put together a fabulous collection of Valentine's gift ideas valued around $200. Hundreds of stylish rings, earrings, pendants, bands, bracelets, gifts that will last a lifetime and always carry a special meaning for her. For this occasion, we brought in an entire collection of new designer jewelry never before seen in Birmingham, including the latest from internationally known designer Gabriel & Company. Gabriel & Company, based in New York, is known for exquisitely crafted jewelry, fashion-forward designs, and stunning craftsmanship. Lots to choose from in all price ranges. A perfect gift for Valentine's Day. Coming Valentine's weekend, get a free gift with Gabriel & Register to win a wonderful Gabriel & Company 3-piece set, a ring, a pair of earrings, and a necklace. This year, skip the candy and flowers. Remember just how much she means to you with a timeless treasure of Diamonds Direct. Alabama's direct diamond importer, Mountain Brook and Cahaba Village. Online at diamonds-direct.com.
Hi, Steve Martino. It's my pleasure to announce the opening of the newest Schaefer Eye Center location at 1686 Montgomery Highway in Hoover. Now, as a longtime partner, the opening of Jocks 94.5, we've been able to witness the evolution of eye care in Birmingham at Schaefer Eye Center, always providing the latest in technology for the diagnosis and treatment of eye conditions. Schaefer Eye Center can take care of all your needs, including comprehensive eye exams, contact lens services, disease management, new dry eye treatments, and LASIK surgery. Schaefer Eye Center opened in Hoover more than 30 years ago, and at this flagship office moved less than 1 mile south of its former location, but is a world away when it comes to comfort and style. The new eyewear showroom is designed to display more than 50 brands and 3,000 plus frames. Whether you need a fashionable frame covered by insurance or an exclusive designer pair of glasses, you can find it there. Call 979-2020 to book an appointment or drop by anytime at 1686 Montgomery Highway. Walk-ins and outside prescriptions are always at Schaefer Eye Center.
Your front is still there, your house need cleaning, or maybe you're ready to update your kitchen, big or small. Whatever your home improvement need, log on to handyman123.homeadvisor.com. Advisor is free online source of instant construction, 123.homeadvisor.com.
On the air, online, and on iHeart.com. We are Fox 94.5.
My name is Rita Lucy. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 41 years old. Now I'm 99. I say retired, but lots of people read books to children as part of the Under-Base education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown up and child. Believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. With wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have time, and I always believe that if we're not hearing our music, then why do we hear what just wear the shirt and
And around the sports nation, Johnson
It's Monday. Favorite song by them. Song, man. It's the Matt and Scott Show on this Monday edition of the program. Post Super Bowl, 48 hours to National Signing Day wrapping up. That's Matt over there. I'm Scott, Punkalicious, Bangs, Skittles, all hanging out with you on this Monday night. Be sure to visit the Jocks Online store. It's made possible by Wagner's Team Sports. You can log on to jocksfm.com so you can check out the line of men's and ladies. We got shirts for you too, along with some really cool hats. All of it's got the iconic Jocks logo on it. It's the Jocks store. It's online, jocksfm.com, and thanks to our friends at Wagner's Team Sports.
Indeed. Your calls welcome here. We take your thoughts about what we saw yesterday in Super Bowl 49. The New England Patriots, their 4th world championship. In my mind, that makes Brady and Belichick the best ever. Perhaps you disagree. 834-9450. 834-9450. And of course, toll free 800-239-9569. Let's go to Alan. Alan, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a former student at West Alabama, and getting into the Division II school that Butler came from, and seeing him perform so well on the national stage, it just fills me and all the other former students with pride.
Awesome. Yeah, man, that's a pretty cool thing from a school like that for a guy who really hadn't been used hardly at all. He only played like 100 and something snaps in their 18 previous games this year. To step up in a moment like that and make a big play makes everybody from Alabama proud, I think.
Well, and I think the cool thing about it was, too, is he referred back to doing the work in study and doing the work in practice. Talked about, we've seen that stack play. What's got to happen on that stack play is that the DB has to come up. I've got to come up and make the play. And
Dude, he knew immediately, as soon as they snapped the ball, he knew they were
yeah,
doing
he's racing to the point where the ball's going to be the moment the snap goes, which obviously he knew it was coming.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Alan. Appreciate it, man. Let's go to, he calls himself SEC Memes.
What is it, guys?
Howdy.
What it do?
Hey, man. God, you know, this whole